The advantage from that?
Okay,
He's prone.
do you get advantage? Okay, so for this case you will get advantage, because he's prone, he's on fire, he's still disoriented, so roll damage.
That's it, I guess.
So you just, you did, everything succeeded up to the damage point. Because damage is just not enough.
Did you roll fire?
And then you roll the fire. Well, we're not rolling
Roll
fire
fire
until we
damage
get
didn't
to him.
happen?
It's not there yet. Okay, so now we're on to Tooth. Are you going to use your bonus action or anything, or are you just going to stay there? That's Niltaor. Are you going to use your bonus action, or are you just going to just leave it?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna
Okay, Thorin, you're up. You store 3 men apart with your bare hands. Okay, so
Alright, so that's another success.
that's 2,
or-
so you need
gone.
1 more. That's for the future. Okay, so
Thorns.
Rip them apart.
one is the. Oh wait, that one's not prone anymore because they attacked and stuff.
They
You know,
didn't attack.
I think I have to rewind a bit
Why?
because one thing I forgot is this guy was prone. Oh wait, no, he attacked from the ground. Never mind. So even if you're prone, you can still just attack. So because she
you
was on
have
top
to-
of him, that just put him closer to her closer to the blades. So I just thought I had to
Yep.
rewind. Okay, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, if you're prone, you just think you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Yeah, but it still worked. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyhow.
so Thorn, what are you gonna do? Still enraged.
Indeed, I am.
You gonna try to outstrength them again?
That's what he does best.
Speaking of constipated. Yeah, that's from
Sounds
Doom.
You don't even have to think. You just rip and tear.
Can't I
Rip
use
and
this
tear.
to
What are you gonna use that for?
pick one up and smash him into one health?
Let's see. Use your athletics to do such a thing. They're too tightly packed. There's not enough momentum to actually do that.
Also,
And plus, they're spacing themselves out. So if you try and do that, they're on edge. They just saw you kill 3 of their guys with your bare hands. So,
then I'm gonna ask if we can.
well, hold on. Let's. Okay, so you're gonna roll athletics. You're gonna try to do it, and I have to roll dex save to counter it. So what do they get? Failure. Okay, that makes it easy. So you're picking one up and you're slamming him into the
I'm
other
gonna
one.
pick up this guy.
Okay, you're gonna pick him up and do what? Where are you
I'm gonna
into
pick
the
up
other
this
2?
guy and slam him into this guy.
Okay, so it is considered fatal damage because you're you're basically dashing their skull with extreme force into somebody else's skull. And let's see, what about the third one? The third one is just knocked away at least 10 feet. So he's knocked that way. This one, you collide their skulls together and their heads turn into a bloody mess of flesh and bone
Brain.
and brain matter. So
Gray matter.
you swung the guy like a club.
Neat.
And there's still one left. I think he'll be able to resist that unless he fails harder. So, okay, he failed. Like, he got knocked aside and then you just immediately leap onto him.
You basically pick him up, spin him, and then smash.
No, he's already on there. Like, he gets knocked away. He's on the ground and then, like, Thorin, like, he's already letting go of the body and leaping at the next one.
He rips
As
open
I'm,
his
as
chest.
I'm leaping for the other guy, I just grab him by his throat.
Okay. So, he's,
eating them while he's still alive.
Okay, so...
I'm just gonna.
So you're grabbing him by his throat. You're, like, bringing his face to you and eating it?
No, I'm keeping him alive while I'm eating other parts of his body.
Okay, so why do you have to hold his throat to do that?
Just because I jumped to keep him in place.
Okay, so you're keeping him in place and you start eating him. He's trying to resist, but the resistance doesn't happen. Because, he tries to slash a blade at you, but you just bite into his arm.
Yep.
And like, tear off his hand.
So, I don't know if they knew, I guess they might have been briefed, but I don't think they were briefed on exactly the brutality of Thorin yet. So,
You know who you messing with?
They don't know that.
They didn't know he was he could be so brutal in combat. I mean, it's just...
Oh wait, hold on. Do we gain knowledge that now that I can ignite Niltaor's cloud with
Okay,
lightning?
so yeah, sure. I mean, it can happen again. So, but it's a chance because just the right amount of spark, and it detonates. So yeah, you can ignite gases with lightning. That's just how that works. Okay,
Now
so how many does that? So Kreen. Oh wait, let's move on to Say, I guess.
Don't you
Oh
dare
wait,
do
no.
that,
Let's not move that
Oh,
way
we're
yet.
still in combat.
So, because you just killed all the assassins, there's none left. Not all of them are dead,
Well, that guy's on
Oh,
fire.
except for the giant bird, which now we have to see the intent. So, the bird strangely just it ignores you and it goes straight for the bodies. It's like just studying. It's eating what's left.
Scavenger.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna take. I'm just gonna eat one of the brains of the guys that are
Okay.
around me.
Sure, whatever.
knowledge.
Okay, so unlike before, you do not. It's just you don't get the mental knowledge from the brain.
Mhm.
Doesn't work every time.
I was just trying. Maybe I could figure.
You have to roll another death save in order to pick up Dawn. Like this, pretty much keep rolling until you get it.
What? No, I don't.
Dawn is still on the ground.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have the
can
means.
just
You don't
pick
have
her up.
medical knowledge.
I can just pick her up.
Yeah, so you're picking her up and she's
That's
still
bring her to a
incapacitated.
medic. Yeah, but I can
Only
still
like
bring her
3
to.
death save before he dies, so...
Yeah, so
He
you
gets,
have to use the death save if you want Dawn not to be dying. I would
But
advise
I
a
can
death
bring
save.
her to. I can bring her to a medic.
Okay, so you're just picking her up to bring her to a medic. Okay, makes sense.
Hi, I'm medic.
Okay, so
Hi,
so Thorn's picking up Dawn, like after eating the brains, picking up Dawn and going to the medic. Okay, so Kreen, what's your opinion now? The bird's kind of ignoring you, and it's just eating the bodies.
I'm just ignoring the bird because of it.
So what would you do here, Kreen?
I'm stunned because of fucking bird.
Okay.
Well.
Besides that, so you're stunned because this bird is massive and it's. Okay, so
I guess I.
so it quickly devours the 3 bodies in front of you, and then it turns around and it looks at you.
Oh shit.
Like it just slowly approaches, and then it's kind of like tapping you with its beak. Not quite. It's wondering what you are because I don't think it's seen something like you before.
I'm standing still like a tree.
Okay, so it keeps tapping you, and since you're not moving, it's like it doesn't. It's like tilting its head, and it doesn't quite know what to do with you.
They still.
Okay, so at that point, it just loses interest. It's just since you're not moving, and it doesn't seem like you're like it just goes back to eating corpses.
Damn it, I want to take return already.
Okay, so where are we now? So hold on, let's so Spicola, you were gonna do something with the bird?
Yeah, I cast long.
Okay, so you run up as fast as humanly possible, and then what do you cast?
Animal friendship.
Okay, well, do you actually have that macroed, or is it?
Animal.
Okay, animal friendship. Do you have enough slots for that as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Of
so
course.
convince the
So level
beast that
1's
you
fine.
mean no harm, which means if he has an intelligence of higher than 4, it fails.
Or if it's
Which I
full.
think this creature has an intelligence higher than 4.
Bird brain.
Well, let's find out. I have to actually look. So the answer is... Oh
If
my
it's
god,
4
that
or-
actually worked.
Oh.
So he has to roll a wisdom save.
Guys, we gotta ride home.
Okay. Well, hold on. You have to worry about it first. He has to roll a wisdom save. Okay. You gotta be kidding me.
Yes!
It's like, alright, fine. Crit fail, and it works automatically.
He is my best friend now.
Okay, so... This is a permanent thing? This is not a permanent thing. Eventually, it will probably learn that it's been charmed.
Yeah,
It doesn't say. It doesn't know if
Yeah.
it's been charmed. It says.
So... No, there's nothing in there that says that the beast won't know that you charmed it.
But it also says it.
Okay, so it must see and hear you, meaning you say something to it. What do you say to it?
Hello, good animal friend.
Okay, so just saying the trigger word animal friend and the next thing you know it's hit with charm magic.
It's like its eyes
So,
are dark and they start beating.
So it looks at Kreen again and it walks up this time again. So Kreen, you're still standing like stock still, right?
Yeah, nothing. They're moving.
So this time it's like nudging its head against you.
It's a friend now.
Yeah. So rather than now it's being like it's pecking you and it's trying to figure out what you are, now it's like nudging its head against you like it wants to be pet.
I'll do speak.
Okay.
I'll do speak with animals now.
Okay, so well, question first. It's like, Kreen, what do you do about that? I mean, like it's nudging your head against you now.
I guess I pet it slowly.
Okay, so it goes in like a weird like whatever the hell it makes.
Oh my god.
Like a weird, like a approval sound.
And I go, it worked!
Okay, you didn't do anything. What, standing still? Okay.
What's the CR rating of this?
11.
Damn.
You just got lucky that it had lower than 4 intelligence. It had 3 intelligence, so you just got real lucky with that. Okay, so that just happened. Now what? What happened to Say? Where'd you go? Oh, you're up with Say. What are you doing with?
He's there, taking care of Dawn.
Okay, Say you have healing.
Just one.
Okay.
Spare the dying.
So touch a living
And
creature
that's
that has
what
0
I
hit
see.
points, which they have to have 0 hit points. So become stable. So the dog is not in threat of dying, but it still can't get up. So
Yeah, it doesn't have to roll any more death saves, basically.
yeah, it's fine. It's stable, but now it needs healing in order to get itself up.
So the way I do this spell is I just pick up Rang and then just rub Rang on Dawn.
Okay. He doesn't even flap or anything. Like Rang just kind of he's in the same motion,
Just kind of.
and he says to you, "It's like, was that really necessary?"
No, but it was fun.
It's like maybe amusing to you. Okay, so Spicoli tamed a bird. Say just rubbed Rang on Dawn, and now she's not dying, like some weird talisman. Okay, Niltaor is Niltaor. What are you recording after this stuff? Like are you you just have your notebook out and you're recording it?
No, not right.
Yeah, because you have huge amounts of bardic inspiration happening right now.
Roll that damage on the guy on fire.
Okay, so I don't have to. That's pretty much he will. Since you guys have a chance to save him, are you actually going to?
Nah.
So Marky
Yeah, you might
obviously
have
is
no
going to
idea.
try. So this is a what?
Medical check.
Yeah, this is a medical because you have to put out the flames and then you have to try and like.
Once it's put out, I just...
Oh boy.
Okay,
somebody
so
put out
I've
the
got,
flames and
go
I
for
know.
somebody go for medical because if you don't, then
Yeah,
he'll
you can
just
use
be
my
burned to
acid.
death. All right, so
Okay.
challenge rating is you just barely made it. So he's not on fire anymore and he's somewhat stabilized. Do you take the time to disarm him so that he doesn't have his weapons?
Of course, and
Definitely.
and armor.
Okay, so yeah, and he can't do anything because he's badly burned, and he's still wretched from the cloud. So, and what's worse is you think he might have internal burning because he breathed in some of that fire when that cloud ignited. So he's got definitely
if he
some
dies,
scars
I'll
on his
just use
lungs.
Spare the dying again.
Yeah, so his breath is coming in ragged. So you take all his weapons away from him. He has quite a few. He has 2 short swords and a longbow and a light crossbow, all of which are poisoned.
Wait,
Well, at least we know what to do when we deal with these guys.
Yeah, don't get near him.
Poison-
And have
Don't
poison
get near
immunity.
'em.
Well, I mean, when does spells not work on anything?
It's like,
How many
don't get-
crossbows are there total?
I summoned 3 times the number and you still won. So that means no, that's 3 times. Maybe next time it'll be 4 times or 5 times the number. Because,
Well,
again, you guys
one
got
of
near
the guys-
death. You didn't quite get there.
Mages.
Alright.
Because mages.
EXP
Alright,
time.
boys. It's experience time.
Okay, so...
Spirits.
18 assassins, all tier 9.
It wasn't
Way to do
18, it was 22.
22? Where's
Yeah,
You
22?
destroyed some of the bodies.
Oh yeah, because you turned them into a blood puddle.
Beat them the baby.
Because you shot it with lightning until it went kapoof. So
That's the amount of
that's...
experience.
Let's see, now let's see what type of, and you guys get super lucky. Because this is not the split, this is the, hey, straight experience.
That's the amount of experience I put in.
Yeah, so can you even add that much experience to yourself?
We can go to.
I'm not even here for this, I get gypped.
85,000?
Apparently. So, 85,800. And it's not an even split. So, because you learned a lot of things. I mean, I think each of you can name something you learned.
Giant bird.
Yeah. Which is, Kreen, you just found out, okay, there are very large bird-like creatures in this land. And if you
I
don't
learned
move, likely they won't try to eat you or kill you.
Also,
I-
scream love me at them and they will love you.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah, it's like Spicoli learned not only does gas explode when you light it with lightning, it's also, you know, some animals are just easy to dominate, like birds. These giant birds are easy to dominate. Niltaor, you have, every time we do one of these things, you always get some sort of bardic knowledge that you can write down, like, you know, everything here is poetic in some way. So, Deadly, you learn that by rubbing Rang on things, you can cast spells. So,
That is the only knowledge I needed.
yeah, so... Marky, you learned that you need a little bit more practice with your shield, because your shield slam was very inaccurate the first time you used it.
And I learned what weapons the assassins carry.
Yeah, and you learned the weapons, the assassins. Thorin, you learned that against brutality, something like them, they're no match for you. Just,
I'm level 11.
yeah.
Level
So-
13.
Yeah.
So, and Heartflame learned that, you know,
Also around 13
yeah.
or.
Heartflame learned, you know, leave it to you guys. It's just, she just needs to stay at the side. Like, you know, she's learning that she doesn't have to do it all herself now. Now she can rely on her allies. So,
I need to open the PHP and know what I get.
okay, well,
dude,
we'll handle that a little bit later. First, you have to do the after thing, which is, okay, this dude is still alive. And so, he's got ragged breath. What are you going to do with him, exactly? You saved him, but why?
pull them out, like over outside of the
Okay.
corpses.
So you pulled him out of the... What do you
Alright.
drag? Let's see. How are you dragging him? Remember, he's badly burned.
From like the under the arm, you know, under the arms, just pulling him out.
Okay, so, yeah, he's definitely, like, gritting his teeth in pain as you're dragging him that way. Because you're, like, scraping him across the ground as well.
I'm petting the giant bird.
Okay, so... Giant bird.
I use that to clean
Alright.
him off.
Okay, so... That is enough to clean up most of his wounds, including the internal ones. So now he's somewhat normal. But he's not very grateful because his immediate action is to try and... to harm you. So he's going to use a strength roll. He's just... Now it's just bare hands. He doesn't have anything else to use.
Bitch smack.
Is it strength save or my own strength?
Strength, let's see. We're going to use strength, just standard strength.
Bitch smack him.
So let's see if you get higher. Is he going to catch you off guard? No, not even. You already saw
No.
it coming. Like, he tries to... So he's he used prestidigitation, he gets cleaned up, and as soon as he's cleaned up and he feels like he can breathe again, he gets up and tries to slam you with a punch, but you just block it.
Oh,
Like
great.
one hand comes up to block it, and then the gauntleted hand comes up to block it, and then it just like crunches his hand. Like,
Okay. So what do you do besides that? You blocked his punch.
and then punch him straight in the face.
Okay. That's a strength roll. And then he's got to use a dex save to get out of the way of the punch, because he knows he can't take it on his body without getting destroyed.
Ah,
So he's a dodge and weave. Like, you have his fist in your hand, and you throw another punch at him. He dodges it. He goes in for a low jab at your stomach, which is, again, his punches are kind of weak. Just He's used to using a blade.
So
So
that
that's
technical
another
cons?
strength. That's a strength save because he's hitting your armor. It's not a. This is a reaction. This is not a.
Okay.
Use some rope.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Say, are you gonna say in the background magic rope?
Magic rope! Magic rope!
Yeah. So. That pretty much works. Yeah. It's just as you're doing that, the magic rope comes out, and what do you do to like the rope is coming alive on Marky's backpack, but now what do you do with it?
I just point at the.
Okay, you point at the assassin.
Down the magic rope goes.
It's trying to restrain him, but he's a little wily. He's a little wily, like he's trying to grab at the rope and like throw it aside. But eventually
I'll
he
try to
can't
restrain him.
because it's a magic rope. It's like it's snaking around him, and now he's restrained, standing up.
Now you can throw him over your shoulder.
So,
right.
Marky, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do just that. We're gonna take him with us.
Oh, he's just gonna pick him up.
Yep.
Okay, so he's still struggling. He's trying to get out of the magic rope, but he's not doing a very good job.
I just pull that old cauldron we got from, what's her face? The, Aboleth.
Yeah, her name is Leth.
Left.
Yeah, Leth. You know, last.
And then
She's
just
called an Aboleth, but her last name is Leth, though.
Yeah, I just hit him over the head with the cauldron
Okay,
until he's
so
knocked out.
that would be a con save for him. So you usually have to do a strength roll now. Oh, but that was the wrong one. That was a Constitution con save. You have to do a strength roll to see if it's like because if you hit above his Constitution, then yeah, you'll knock him out. Otherwise, he'll just take the blow and he'll be fine. He'll still be sentient. Nope. So you didn't hit him with enough force to knock him out. He actually he moves his head a little bit away so to lessen the impact. So this guy's a trained killer. He's also trained to not be put under very easily.
Here comes.
So
comes
Thorin, now it's
Thorin.
up to you.
Feeling his ring.
So he has to do another con save, which is again I pressed the wrong button. So again, it's like Thorin, what are you trying to do? You're just trying to hit him upside the head.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he keeps moving his head just enough so that he's the concussion won't put him under.
Aren't there like a bunch of other
Hold
things
on,
we
I have
need
an
to
idea. Hold
destroy?
on, let me. I'd like to try something.
Okay, so he's over your shoulder, Marky, and like two people are trying to knock him out, but they're both not succeeding. So,
I'm gonna convince him to.
okay, what are you telling him?
Quit it. You're outnumbered. You're barely at the edge of your life.
Okay, so
And we're not.
yeah, pretty much. As soon as he hears that, he just kind of nods and he just goes limp. Because he's struggled this whole time, and I guess he just goes unconscious. He was trying to fight off unconsciousness, messed up wounds, being tied up, and all these other things. But at the point, it's like I've lost. Just that's it. So these
Alright.
bodies have been disintegrated because this cloud is acidic.
Have any weapons left? So we can gather.
Some of them are.
Exploded.
Let's see. Some of them are exploded. Let's see. The lightning. The lightning did not leave much intact because a lot of the metal has melted. You can salvage the metal though.
What about
Some
the ones
good-
I pulled off? What about the ones I pulled off?
Yeah, those weapons are relatively intact because because I guess they're not as resistant. They're more resistant than the others. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so they got hit with the same force.
They were lucky.
Yeah, I guess luckiness is all I can think of, which is the sword was
No,
grounded.
He was like on the very edge of the.
Yeah, he was on the edge of the destruction. Maybe that's why he
Yeah,
lived.
that's true. Alright.
Okay, so-
I guess it's time to head back, boys.
Okay, so now you have a bird. The bird is large enough where it can actually carry you all. So,
Yay! Free ride!
and at normal, but it by carrying you all, it'll only travel at remember, fast pace is only like 30.
Okay, so how fast can it travel on flight?
How fast can it travel on flight? It's a little faster, 30. But remember, this is not it's because it's so big. It's not the fastest creature. It's meant to.
guess
It's
it's
got
faster
the
than
strength
walking
to
on
carry things. It doesn't have the the speed.
Well, it's better than walking on foot.
Yeah. Plus,
At
you
least
won't
that's
have to
what I
worry
think.
about resting and stuff. You'll just get there.
Yeah.
Alright,
do you
so
think,
let's
guys?
gather you all together. You got your warg and all that. You got heart flame. So, Bird's opinion. Bird doesn't care. So it's like, so you're riding me. I don't go. He doesn't care at that point. Because you're charmed to be your friend. So it's just 9 adventurers is not too much for him to... You gotta add the set for your health, you have to add the second part, which is the... Inside your character, you have to edit it so that the par is correct. Because there's a total, and then there's a current, and there's a total. So, back to the Heartlands.